Good afternoon, my lovely internet friends. I am filming outdoors today in my orchard. It's a lovely day and I couldn't help but be outside. So you're gonna hear some traffic go by. I live on a country road. There is a lot of traffic, a lot of farm equipment. So just, as you hear stuff go by, like that. I may pause occasionally depending on the noise level, just so that I don't have to re-record everything. But I would love to show you what I've got. So my partner and I, we went to the collaboration between Nicole, Josephine and Wonder Pens over the weekend. And I've been following Nicole Josephine for a while now. I got some of her stuff years back. This was before my internet days, but it was awesome. I still have not yet decided where to put it. I used some of her stickers, but the patches, this is the problem. I love the patches she makes, but I feel like it's never the right or good enough spot to put them on. So I'm going to show you what I got. We're going to start with the forest planner here. I got to make sure that the wind doesn't blow everything away, so I kind of use the heavy stuff on top. This is her forest planner. It's an undated monthly, weekly planner. It's a B6 size. So I currently have a daily one that's between the A5 and the B6. And I will be using it up until it's empty, or used up, I guess, not empty, until there's no more pages to fill. I guess that's what I should say. This one comes with Tomoe River paper, and I love the Tomoe River. It's fantastic. It just shows the color so lovely. And so this is the planner that I got, and it is gorgeous. Look at that. So I have, this one seems to be perfect for what I'm looking for based on the number of years that I've used a planner. And it comes with 12 monthly pages, which is really nice. I do like having kind of an overview of what's happening each month. There's a few blank ones after that, and then you get this lovely spread of weekly up here, so you can kind of just take a glance. And then there's daily options here, which is perfect for me because it comes with a time stamp here, and a lot of my stuff is time stamped, so there's specific things that I do each day of the week that needs to have its own time slot. And then you have this empty spot right here where you can do your to-do list, your tracker, any notes that you may have. You could even journal in here. I personally use it as a planner. I've got so much going on all at once that it's easier for me to just kind of plan my day out and be able to take a look at it. And then there's blank pages at the back, which is really nice. So if you want to put certain lists, I usually put a wish list in my planner because the goal is to buy things that are stationery related, but sometimes I have to budget for them first, depending on the item. So that's the first thing I got from her. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's just the right aesthetic for me. The next thing that I received was the bundle pack. So it came with this sticker sheet right here, this washi tape that I will show you a little later. I'll put it on paper so that you have an idea of what it says. And then it came with these two patches. One says collector and the other says pen collector, which is perfect because I am very much a pen collector. There are some pens in my collection that I don't use for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they are just not in usable condition, but they have sentimental value. Anyway, so I got the bundle that came like this, which was perfect for me, but my partner, I know for a fact, loves these stickers, and I don't think that it's possible for us to share. So we got a second one. One is belongs to my partner, one belongs to me, and then we each got the collaboration sticker from Wonder Pens and Nicole Josephine. It's so cute. I love the cats on there and the stationery in the background. It's perfect in my opinion. The other thing I got was this lovely washi tape that I will again put on paper so you have an idea of what everything looks like. I already put some on my little card that I carry with me all the time so that it's ready to go. And the other thing that she had there was her stamps. And this is my little stamp book. So there was these two options. There was this one, which I thought was really cool. There's this one as well. That one I believe is on the planner. And this one. So it didn't quite go down the way that I wanted it to, but you know what? Mistakes happen. It's identical to the sticker that I got, so I figured it wasn't that big of a deal. So I'm going to take out my notebook and I'm going to show you what this washi tape looks like. So this is the washi tape. I always like to do one full length of each until it repeats. So there's the first one, and there's that one there. Same with the thin one. I really like the words here. I figured any ones that for example, if I want, write it down, but it's all the way in the middle of the line, I can just cut it and store the washi tape in my sticker release paper. And then I can just use that another time depending on what I need. So I really like the way that she's written these out and the way that these ones look. They're so beautiful. The aesthetic is just, it's perfection. She really outdid herself. And meeting her was so lovely. She was so kind and we talked a little bit. It was so good. So I am so grateful that I got a chance to go and meet her as well as buy some of her wonderful things. And I will show you what this stamp looks like as well. So if you give me a moment, I'm going to stamp it for you. So this is my journal that I love to write everything in. This is one of the stickers that I got from her a long time back. I'm not even sure when. I believe it was at one of the Toronto Stationery shows, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think that's from that time period. Oh, and I got a pencil board. I forgot to mention that. So I got this lovely pencil board. So did my partner. I think it's perfection in my opinion. And it's like just the right thickness too, so it doesn't take up too much of the paper, but it's wonderful. Her business cards were gorgeous. Just look at that. And then I also got these brass page markers. So I have one back here. Let me pull it out for you. Like, how adorable. I love it. So there were 3. My partner and I each got one little package of them because sharing is just not an option in this case. And here's another stamp. I don't know. I struggle to do the big stamps well. Practice, I guess. Just got to practice more often. And then this is the little one that I bought from her, which oops, sorry about the wind. I think it's perfect to go with a number of the letters that I send off. I have like a stationery club type thing. It's not with many people, but I just send off these little bits and bobs of ephemera, and it seems to, be something that people like. So I enjoy doing that with them. So yeah, that is the extent of my haul with Nicole Josephine, and I'm gonna move on to the stuff that I got at Wonder Pens. So of course, while we were there, we did some shopping at Wonder Pens because one cannot go to Wonder Pens and not buy anything. It just doesn't work that way. So I got a number of ink samples. I'm a huge fan of little ink samples. I find it gives me a really good idea of what I enjoy, whether or not I'd want a full bottle, whether or not I just want another sample. I find there's certain colors that I just gravitate towards, and sometimes I'm surprised by what I like and what I don't like. So I will show you all of the lovely ink swatches. I already did them. You may have seen on my previous video I was trying to ink up one of my pens and I couldn't decide which color I wanted to go with. So these are the samples that I got, and they're gorgeous. Like, they're just beautiful. I am totally in love with all of them. I don't think I'd buy a bottle of all of them, but there's definitely a few that I kind of have my eye on. So yeah, we will see how they work in a pen and then decide whether or not I will buy a whole bottle of it, because I'm a bit indecisive that way, which is part of the reason why I love samples so much. And while we were there, we got the pen kit from Fine Writing International. I had my eye on these for a while actually, because I like pocket pens. Actually, scratch that. I love pocket pens. I think they're fantastic. And with the work that I do, I always carry a pen with me. And what a better excuse to have a pocket pen than to say, oh, I need it for work, and then buy it. So that's my excuse for buying all these wonderful pocket pens. Now, when I was looking at what they had on the internet, I was browsing their store, and I was 100% certain that I wanted the Nougat, this one here. I thought that's the one I want, and I would fall in love with that one. But let me tell you, I did not. You know what I fell in love with? Swamp Fog. Isn't that crazy? I would never have thought that I would pick out a pen like this, but here we are, and I am in love with it. It is gorgeous, so much so that my kid even said, Mom, I love that pen. I want one. And I was like, oh, okay. I definitely made the right choice here. So it's a gorgeous pen. So I think it looks amazing. I will be inking that up today. You will get a chance to see it. But I also got my partner a pen. And the funny thing is, I assumed that my partner would want this one, which is the Lava. And it was really funny because when we were looking at it, this is the pen that was chosen by my partner. Ooh. And I was right. So it always feels good to be right. And so, yeah, we each got a pen kit from Fine Writing International, and those will be inked up today. The other thing that Wonder Pens does is they have this little vending machine. You can buy a toonie and a loonie from them, and then you can go over to the vending machine and you get a surprise. It's very nostalgic for me. Vending machines and all these little like slot type of stuff was really common when I was a kid, and you'd often get little pieces of bubble gum, little trinkets. So I'm going to put these on paper so that you have a better visual of what they are. So this is the ink that I got from, not the ink, sorry, the washi I got from the vending machine. And they're these cute little animals. I think they're adorable. So I honestly don't know the names of these. So if you do, please let me know. They seem to be what I imagine, like probably safari jungle type of creatures. So they are adorable. I love them. And it's always nice to get a fun little surprise in the vending machine. I find it's like the samples, right? It kind of, you don't know what you're gonna get. I may never have picked these out on my own, but now I have them and I'm really happy to use them. So that's kind of why I like these little surprises. And of course, while we were in Toronto, there's no way that you cannot go without seeing Paper Plus Cloth. They are on Queen Street. They're wonderful. They've got a lot of stuff that Wonder Pens doesn't necessarily carry, which I love because it gives me a chance to buy from both places. Any excuse is acceptable by me. I got these tiny little stamps. I really loved the fountain pen that's right here. And there's a pencil here, which I think is super cute. This is perfect for a lot of the letters that I send off, because I try and include little stamps, little pieces of ephemera. And of course I got this little tiny stamp color. It's like this deep purple mauve-y color. I will show you, I used it actually to do the stamp for Nicole Josephine. So this is the color that it ends up looking like. I thought that was really nice because I currently have a black one and a red one that I will show you here. So I have this tiny little black one that I carry with me at all times, because sometimes there's a stamp, but every once in a while there isn't a stamp pad. So I carry the black one with me at all times. And then I have this red one, which is really nice and vibrant, and I use quite a bit. So now I've got these three, which I think is an excellent combination. And it's a little bit like Pokemon, gotta collect them all. So I plan to get a number of colors. I really like the mini ones. The big ones are okay, but it's a little harder to take with me. And I do like taking the small ones with me when I am out and, you know, kind of journaling out in the world. The last thing I got at Paper Plus Cloth was these instant film color swatch cards. You get 50 of them. I already bought a pack of 50, and believe it or not, they are full. So this little binder and the first set of swatch cards I got from Fountain Pendulum. That's upside down. And I have already used them. And as you can see, I've got a ton of different ink videos coming in the future, just so you know. And then I made a list here of all the ones that I had received after and had not yet swatched on these swatch cards. So what I normally do is I actually swatch them in the order that I receive them rather than alphabetical. It just kind of gives me an idea of what I got first, where my collection sort of started. And then I have my coloring, and this one I put in alphabetical order, which is really nice. And if you've been watching my swatch videos, I have this A6 Midori where I am swatching all the inks that I have. I think we started off with, Diamine and Ferris Wheel Press. So this is kind of just where I've started, and you'll see more videos of that coming up. So that is the end of my haul. I enjoyed myself, and of course got the lovely postcard from Wonder Pens. I love these. These are one of my personal favorites, and I guess my favorite part is that I got 2 of the pens. Well, one's not mine, but doesn't mean I can't use it. So I will do a video here soon of me filling up mine and my partners with ink. So stay tuned to watch that in the very near future. And I hope you have a lovely day. Get some sun if you can. Take some deep breaths of fresh air and enjoy the rest of your week.